have an idea how to start things. Hey, I'm Andrew.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
This...
I'm just commentating today.
Yep.
We're Secret Agent Agency.
There we go. Yeah, that helps. Playing Metroid Dread. Gonna go for a speedy run. I've already played through the game twice. You can see my 2 runs. I made a copy over here. And I think if I select new game, it just starts me over. I'll find out. Yes. Yeah, sure. I made a copy of that save anyway. We're doing normal mode. And we got a little 3.5-minute prologue. We can kind of talk over it a bit. There is voice acting in this game. There's only like 2, or it's only a couple of voice actor stuff going on here. And we were talking about before the stream, Kevin, you're like, you know nothing about the Metroid games. This little prologue kind of fills you in on the bare minimum of what you need to know going in here. Metroid 5. It's been like, oh god, I think Fusion came out in 2000. So it's been like 20 years since the last numbered OG Metroid series games. There's been plenty of ancillary stuff like the Prime series, but right there, Metroids were extinct. They got extincted. I think the end of 3. Fusion. You know some stuff about Fusion. You had the X parasites. Samus got her suit screwed up, and X parasites are no good. They're basically this universe's equivalent of the Thing, I guess. They absorb things and like just become that. So
okay.
Appropriate horror element here. These terrifying monsters here. But they just like look like floating jellies.
Look like?
Yeah, there's little floating jelly guys. They actually look kind of cute.
I remember Metroids themselves looking kind of cute too.
They can. They can also look pretty scary because they can level up.
Yeah.
Alright, so Metroids are gone. X went crazy. Samus got a vaccine, and it chemically altered her DNA, as we know all vaccines do. No. This game has an interesting idea of what DNA is, as we will see across the game. But yeah, Samus got messed up in Metroid 4. She lost her power suit, her ship, all of her latent powers. Like she can't use Ice Beam ever again because of her weakness to ice, as the Metroid DNA going on in her body.
Oh.
I do like her new suit design though. Classic suit's gone.
If this is what we're looking at in the cutscene, it's a little bit more form-fitting.
We'll see it in the game in a little bit. This game has very nice graphics, where it's kind of got like a 2.5D kind of thing going on, full 3D and a 2D plane, like Bloodstained. Alright, so the big deal is after Fusion, someone like did a found footage video, and oh god, there's still X out there. They're not all dead. And Federation sends out some robots to find out. I'm kind of getting ahead of this little prologue here. ZDR. The Emmys. So you've probably seen these guys, the promotional stuff. These guys are something else. They're very divisive. I'll explain that more when we get to them in the game. Made from the best stuff, as it says. So Samus, being the only one immune to X parasites because of her Metroid DNA, is off the ZDR. Find out what's going on. I think every speedrun I see, kind of the community's kind of agreed upon like this. So I'll explain it here. There's like discrepancy in the speedruns right now between in-game time and real time. That stems from the fact that this game counts cutscene time whether you watch it or not. So even if you skip cutscenes, it still gets added to the in-game timer. So that's why in-game time is longer than all real time. The current fastest speedrun is finally reached under an hour and a half through like some crazy speed boosting shenanigans and like exploits and stuff. I'm aiming for somewhere in the 2-hour mark here. I'm not that nuts. I know a couple tricks. So we get a little bit of voice action here from Adam. You're going to be talking to Adam throughout most of the game. He has like an AI sound effect, because he is an AI.
Okay. Who? What, was it Adam or somebody else that people just like hated in Other M?
It's Adam Malkovich. Like, we don't talk about Other M. No, it's well, I guess it is technically canon, but it's a canon type that doesn't matter. He works good in Fusion as just like an officer she had, and she kind of talks about him. Turns out the Adam AI was based on the actual Adam. And so she kind of gets along with Adam now after Fusion. So her ship's AI there. I was starting to say, so speedrunner just kind of like zoom through all these opening cutscenes, because I think it's like 3 minutes 44 seconds on the dot. Quit out.
Yeah.
And then that's when they start the speedrun. So like they load into the actual first moment of actual gameplay and start from there. Which is how people usually start counting in speedruns. The moment you start having player input.
Makes sense.
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility. Signal quality is likely to be low. Remote communication remains difficult. Try to connect to the facility's network when you reach the bottom.
So they kind of like touched up like her fusion suit design there, as you can see. I think it looks good.
I do like how they had the classic like flash of her face through the visor.
Yes.
It was very classic Metroid.
You'll see her through the visor here and there, but you and your power suit.
Do you ever go Zero Suit in this game?
No. No Zero Suit. I think that premiered with, did that premiere in Zero Mission or Fusion? It's one of those two. Those came out around the same time. I'm indifferent to the Zero Suit.
Oh, Jihun is this is.
Oh, that's true.
I'm never going to see it.
Oh, I don't know about that. Hopefully not. I anticipate some number of game overs, and I'll get to that when we reach that point. Game overing is not that big a deal in this game because you can just kind of continue. The game has very good checkpointing. So this opening of this game is kind of like, oh, Samus lost her powers. You always lose your powers at the beginning of every Metroid game. You're kind of just like dropped off. You're in the there's the area in a moment.
So you were yellow and now you're like blue.
Yep, we're gonna be changing colors a little bit as we go through. I'll try to be like a little speedy about stuff. Also like remembering controls. Big thing I remember was definitely want to missile a bunch. Alright, just like. Oh my god. You love the slide. Oh my god. Jesus.
It makes it a little bit Mega Man-esque.
Like, Samus is pretty acrobatic in this game. You'll see in a moment we do have melee and like kind of countering stuff, which I actually really like.
Okay.
And it kind of encourages you to do that out of like the Doom game reboot, where you get better pickups if you counter kill an enemy and just
So you've access to network station.
deal with them normally.
Samus.
So, as mentioned before, cutscenes add to in-game time, but add-in conversations do not. So I'm not going to skip them. We're going to just play this game. Like I said, I can knock this out in like 2.5 hours optimally. So this is adding to in-game time, but I don't care. I describe this as a speedy run. I love my Fallout New Vegas speedy run. Kind of showing you the motions, but otherwise just kind of playing around, having fun.
That brings me to your assailant.
I mean,
I am
I've seen
checking the
some
Federation database.
streamers do
Video
something
log.
called like
It
cutscene
appears to
percent,
have been
where basically they're doing a
the
normal
attacker's
speedrun, but they let
identity
all the
is not yet
cutscenes play.
clear. I have determined that you are somewhere within the depths of ZDR.
Gotta get
Your top
the
priority
normal
should be
Nintendo
to
setup
return
where
to
like
the
important
on the
information in
surface.
this text is going to be highlighted.
Precarious.
So,
yeah.
so Adam's already kind of directing us where to go.
This planet
Similar to how he
appears
acted in
consist of
Fusion.
multiple areas. Shuttles,
Mentioned Chozo.
elevators,
So
and other
that guy we
modes of
fought with
transport
apparently was a
connect us. Keep
Chozo.
an eye out for ways to
Yeah,
get
he
to the
looked like it.
surface.
I could tell from
The
his
ship's location is
he
marked
had
on
like
your global
a
map.
face,
Check it for
like,
yourself. You may
medallion.
encounter pockets of low temperature.
It looked
Your
kinda
Metroid
Chozo
DNA
at the
renders
same
you
time.
Noting that because we're Metroid DNA, we can't spend time in the cold. So cold areas and hot areas are no good right now.
Do not
Yeah.
enter them with your basic powers. One final thing. Underground interferences preventing radio transmission.
Yep, we'll be checking in with you at various points in the game. And I'll save here and
So-
there, but I don't need to save right now.
My experience with the Metroid series is kind of limited. I never had a Super Nintendo or GBA. But let's see. I grew up
Oh my
playing
God.
the original Metroid a whole lot. It was a major fixture of my childhood. That being said, that game is brutal.
Yeah, I mentioned in the chat when I actually beat this game for the first time that, like, mechanically, this is probably one of the toughest Metroid games that they've made, especially on 2D. But overall, OG Metroid is probably the most difficult to actually just play,
Yeah.
and that that
Like,
just stems from
there-
the
Yeah, I can say it's
how
from
long it is.
experience. There's no map. There's no, I don't know, like, one of the major things was, like, there's so many places for you to explore and then realize that you can't get back. Like, there's so many places where you can just get, like, stuck in a wall forever, or you, like, fall down a hole and you can't, like, get back up with the problems you have. Stuff like that. And that's really frustrating. And of course, there's no like auto-saving, it's all password-based. So it's like, okay, when's the last time you generated a password? So anyway, that was a major fixture of my childhood. I did beat the original Metroid. I don't know if I ever got the reveal that Samus is a girl. I think
Justin Bailey
played
suit.
and beaten Super Metroid, and I did that when I was in college. So a lot of time had passed. I don't think I've played a meaningful amount of either GBA Metroid. I own the first Metroid Prime, but I bounced off of it pretty hard and never went back to it.
Oh,
I probably played like a couple hours. I don't remember liking it. And I did not play their remake of Metroid 2, but I did play AM2R, is that the acronym?
yeah, that's the
I
fan.
played that too. You can barely hear my voice, really? It was so loud earlier.
I'll turn you up here. There we go. That's the dials. So this entire sequence is skipped by speedrunners. Like, there's like a crazy move that you can do to like bypass that little thing I shot over here. Like, you can shoot it through the wall. I think it's like called like a pseudo. I can't do. You gotta do this like crazy slide and like jump out of the slide and then shoot, and it goes through the wall. That saves like a bunch of time, but whatever.
Yeah, so Jihun saying you can barely hear my voice, but I am much louder than you still. Like, I don't know what to say to that. Like, I'm quite loud when I listen to the stream.
Alright, so that was our first Emmy encounter. Now we're going on to our next Emmy encounter. The Emmys are kind of the dreaded portion of this Metroid Dread. If they catch us, we're pretty much as good as dead. This is forced. Yeah, it's a forced encounter with the next Emmy. The game will keep it count.
Voice is covered by game audio. Okay.
Oh, so lower the game audio a bit? There.
I mean, sure, I guess. I wouldn't do it too much.
I just dropped it down a bit.
So I assume, Andrew, you, in comparison to me, you've played more or less everything.
So I've played
Metroid.
every 2D Metroid and most of the 3D Metroids. I have not played the DS one, nor Metroid Prime. It was Metroid Prime Hunters, nor did I play the Federation Force game. But I played all 3 Primes, GBA games, the remake of 2, old OG NES, the Super Nintendo, Super Metroid. Yeah, I've pretty much played all of them at some level. You know, got the speedy finish for a bunch of them. I like them. These are all good games. I guess I just in general like the quote unquote Metroidvania type of game.
Yeah, I'm eventually gonna pick this up. Like I'm pretty interested in getting it myself because I like these kinds of games too, and I really like the 2D Metroid games. It just I almost never get to like have a console that these things come out on because like I miss the GBA and the SNES and all that.
Well, there's 99% probability. Apparently, when they capture you, you get 2 opportunities to try to melee out of it, but it's random what the counter frames are, is my understanding. People will probably figure it out eventually, but it's very tricky. I've only managed to do it a couple of times. Alright, I'm gonna drop a save. I'm gonna drop saves here and there, whatever. Alright, so this first part of the game is gonna be pretty standard. There isn't much that I can do, because I'm not like a god of this game or whatever, to get through stuff quicker. But I do know some of the speedrun tricks. And we'll be doing a couple exploits, skipping a boss. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go?
Oh, is this a film grain effect? On a Switch game? There's something about this also, like, you, like, running from that little satellite track or whatever, reminds me of, like, what's it called? Oddworld, a bit. You ever play any of those games?
I have not played the Oddworld series yet.
Oh, okay, that's one I'll have to put on the list. One day. Another staple of my childhood.
It's like the Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, and whatever.
Yeah.
I've heard of them, I haven't played
Odyssey and Exodus were my jam. I didn't play any of the ones after that.
Okay. Yep.
It had a similar effect to me that Samurai Showdown had, where the titles of the games were like stylistically misspelled, and like I thought that that's just how those words were spelled until like I was far older, so I'd always get them wrong on like spelling bee type tests and stuff at school.
Oh shit. Ah, damn it. Oh.
Did you just like get caught immediately by like the first one you saw?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not very good at evading these Emmys. The only reason I have like a decent in-game time is because the continues will like put you back where you were more or less.
I see.
Oh, this is this section. Okay. Like, I don't want to be on this switch for so long, but I also don't want him to see me. Yeah. Maybe see a missile door like that. Oop. There you go. Better. There we go. The frames for successfully doing a melee counter is actually pretty forgiving in this game. And I do like the game's...
Charge beam!
Yep, charge beam. There's like 2 power-ups I can skip in this game. We're only going to be skipping one of them. The other one's too handy to go without. I'll explain that when we get there. I like this game kind of like, alright, deposits me right where I was at the beginning of the game, but now with the new power-up I can see like how much, you know, I've improved a bit in a way, and also got a new door that I can open right there. I'm going to be going for as many energy tanks as I possibly can get.
I understand.
I can like melee counter cancel out of like attack animations and stuff. Alright, so now that I've got the charge new, I can go down over here. Back into the Emmy zone.
So one thing I'm noticing is like they've kind of taken this opportunity to basically design a whole new set of like enemies, because like I'm not really detecting any enemies that like I have nostalgia for from like other Metroid games. Like I guess what are they called, like the Kree or whatever that like dive at you?
Oh my god.
They're kind of similar.
Yeah. I'm gonna be pausing on occasion just to remember where the hell I'm going for my map. This is probably one of the most, well, I'd say complicated, but I like this little, see that little guy in the background there? Game's kind of bringing your attention to the next boss. But we gotta go on a little bit of a journey first. Ah.
So I've heard before a few times that there's like a whole lot of like it really uses like every button on the Switch's controllers.
Yes.
Right. But one thing I have noticed is that in lieu of an interact button, you have like the system where you just stand on switches for a while and then, you know, it asks you things or it does stuff.
I appreciate that.
That way they don't have to
that's been the case in like
button.
all of the games, and more or less, like the elevators, though, you'd like tap down.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're moving the flow of the lava a little bit. That's going to open some more doors here and there. Kind of looking at my map ahead here. But the game is very good about signposting about where to go in a general sense, as far as like the path that you're intended to go. Because see, the door opens as you go along. You'll one thing I can do in this game is like if I go in the map, I can select here where it's like, okay, that was a charge beam door there. I can highlight icon, and now it's going to highlight all charge beam doors. So the moment I got the charge beam, I can like, okay, what paths just...
you can see all the places where you need
right.
to go.
It's like it's like what paths just opened up to me, and the game will show you. I feel like this game is very accessible as far as coming into it and kind of having a handle on where you need to go next. That's why initially, when it came out, people were like, "Oh God, this is like the most linear Metroid ever," and it's like, no. There is a ton of sequence breaks, intended sequence breaks.
Yeah.
There's a quick boss kill that you can achieve by doing a quick sequence, like a sequence break, and bringing an item in that you ordinarily wouldn't have when you initially fight that boss. I'm gonna try for 2 quick kills in this run of bosses.
Okay.
Hopefully I've managed to do them.
So, when I was playing Hollow Knight, I definitely, like, I would get a new power and I would just, like, explore everywhere and get really frustrated because I couldn't figure out, like, what my new power unlocked or where I had to go next. And I'd end up having to, like, look it up. Like, I would spend, like, hours exploring the game and, like, getting lost and going down rabbit holes only to, you know, like, not understand where I was supposed to go. So, like, I really appreciate a feature like that in lieu of like having to look it up on the internet. You know.
Like right now, the game's kind of leading me with this. I opened the heat valves here. Oh, so the game loves. Ah, damn it, I missed it. Loves that little mechanic where they have the oh, this is the wrong way. I want to go this way. But they have the little traps that kind of send you down. Where the hell am I going? Okay, yeah, this way. Alright, here we go. So there's the first kind of boss fight, I guess. You may recognize this as some element, or you will eventually, maybe, if you played the old classic Metroid games. Especially with once the Cheerios start getting shot at me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's going to be several control units styled after Mother Brain in this game. And that's how we get the laser beam that lets us actually take on the Emmy. The first moment we do that, Emmy's alerted to our presence and is gunning right for us.
So, interestingly, you not only get powers from Chozo statues, but you also get powers through your Metroid DNA, I guess?
Yes, so in Fusion, the thing that got that happened in that game is a lot of your powers you started getting back from absorbing X parasites that stole your powers. Because your power suit got possessed by X in that game.
Yeah.
I kind of cornered myself here. I'm very likely to screw this up. I'm kind of in the quick kill spot. Alright. Yep. Yep, okay.
Nice.
Did it reset the damage I did to it? I think it did. Yeah, it did. So the first thing I gotta do is gotta break the shielding on its head, and then I can shoot the Omega Beam. The charger for the Omega Beam is pretty quick. So the big pressing thing there is actually getting the time in to break its face shield.
Yeah.
And I've seen some like tricks speedrunners have done as far as like where to position yourself to do it and all that kind of stuff.
These enemies seem really annoying.
Alright, so I'm actually going to be gaining powers from them too. So here's our first real power up after Charge Beam. Spider Magnet.
Spider.
There's going to be a point where we're very much going to be feeling like Spider-Man, and you'll see it when we get there. For now, we got the wall crawling unlocked. Only on designated wall crawl areas. Oh, shit.
Yeah, the blue energy.
Well, I'm gonna be doing this a bunch. I just like misstep on things. Alright, so
Dude, I get it.
Jump there. That's why I'm like, this ain't a speedrun. I'm just going through the motions and getting through the game here.
Yeah, you're not a speedrunner, but you are a tryharder.
I suppose. Alright, hopefully. I'm also going to want like every missile upgrade I can find. Missiles are very good in this game. There's going to be a point where our beam weapons become better than our missiles. Where the hell am I going? I'm going over here. Yep. Yep. When you see this guy, there's a boss behind it. And I screwed up the melee counter.
Okay.
They usually do a full heal. They like drop enough power to typically give you a full heal, but not always. Alright, so this is actually the first kind of tricky boss, sorta. Not too bad. Mostly just because we have very few power-ups. The game's kind of easing us into things. I'll bring it up when we get to like one of the actual hardest bosses. But at this point, after playing through on hard especially, I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble. I kind of know most of the boss's tells at this point. The game has a tooltip saying all damage is avoidable. And that is true. All damage is indeed avoidable in this game. It's got to be good enough. I've been able to... Whoops. I want to get close to him. That attack. And I'm just... Whatever.
So, what's the control scheme for like firing missiles? Because it looks a little twin stick like.
Yeah, so I hit R1 to shoot. L1 lets me stand in place and have like a little trajectory area.
Okay.
This guy's kind of giving us a hint of what we might be getting from him.
Oh, yeah, a hint. I do like how, hold on, we're half an hour into the game and we've already learned the ability to spider climb on walls and turn invisible.
We'll be getting an invisibility shortly. Yeah, we got our Spider-Man set up here.
Oh no, he looks like Gaping Dragon from that angle.
That attack. I'm probably going to kill him in the middle of this animation, probably. These counter actions kind of get. Go ahead.
I will say with the spider wall climbing and stuff and like the charge shot, this feels like so Mega Man to me, like Mega Man X.
You're gonna get an even greater feeling for that later with some of the later fights and the like. Also, I just love Samus's animations like throughout this whole game. Like even, the moments, even when you're not playing her, is very good. Alright, so we pick up our first Mother Cube of the game. Is that what they're called in DC Universe? Mother Box?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that's how we get our Aeon powers, which uses the A button. Very handy. Thank you. Well, this one doesn't use the A button. The one that we're going to be spamming later uses the A button. So the game's going to kind of hint at, like, you want to use this power against Emmy, but I find that it is just not a good idea. It's better to just run, haul ass.
Yeah, like I felt like Metroid and Mega Man X have always been like similar but mostly distinct. This feels incredibly Mega Man X, which I view as a good thing.
I like this game a lot. It's, like I said, it is mechanically one of the toughest Metroid games because of how much it demands from you, I suppose. But it's a lot of fun. I'm still not very good at it. Me talking is not going to help things.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here to help. I've been trying to.
That's why I made my maps, so I can't get lost.
Oh, that remains to be seen.
Yeah, I'll probably still eventually get lost or make a big, huge mess up.
Have you ever played or heard of a game called Toho Luna Nights?
No. I'm familiar with, like, I played a couple of random Toho fan games. There was one that was like a literal Mega Man and like type game.
Yeah. Luna Nights is more of like a Metroidvania than like a Mega Man. But I think it's a game you'd really like. It's a Metroidvania with like a really complicated set of like ways of dealing damage to your enemies. Like the whole mechanic is basically you can stop or slow down time, and you can graze enemy attacks like a shmup.
Okay.
To build meter to do your attacks. And like, I don't know. There's like a whole bunch of ways of like stopping time and evading things and doing powerful attacks and stuff like that, where it's really mind bending to like wrap your brain around. Like, okay, like how do I get out of this situation, or how do I deal adequate damage to this enemy, you know, while also not getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't play like a typical Metroidvania because of the mechanics that I described. But I think it's something that would be up your alley, as just like a Metroidvania style game that demands a whole lot out of you. It's on PC and Switch for sure. I have it on Switch. I think it was like $15.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I would recommend it.
So I'm game for Metroidvanias. Flippin' love Bloodstained. Yeah. Phantom Cloak. He's gonna be saying like, oh, Phantom Cloak is so good, but like if you may have noticed when it had that detector thing, like it has like a little indicator where you were stepping. So you need to be really careful because if you go invisible, even though it noticed like where you were just then, it's still gonna go to that spot. So I'm pretty much just gonna be using Phantom Cloak as opening certain doors that require me to be invisible to get through. That's about it. There's not too many of those. Yep. Alright, so this whole zone, we're kind of going to be going through the motions because a lot of what we're going to be doing here is just, is just opening these heat ceiling doors. So it's going to be standing on switches, Samus shoves her arm into things, and buttons and doodads happen. Heat goes in a different direction to open another door. Oh, I think I got... What do I do here? I think I always mess this up. Yeah, right through here. Because I just lost that door and I had to go another direction. Oh! Something I haven't commented on, but it's very obvious for any Metroid series veteran. Yeah, we don't have Morphle or bombs at all. And it's going to be a long, like a decent while before we get them.
Yeah, you told me that already, so I haven't commented on it either. But yeah, that's pretty wild. And I feel like contributes a lot to the Mega Man vibe that I'm feeling so much. Is like you have the slide instead.
Oh, which way am I going? I just want to go. Oh my god. I do like our Spider-Man wall climbing kind of thing going on. Oh, I do like the doors. You kind of get this from, both the ice and fire doors. You can kind of see the element of what you'll encounter if you go through the door. So you know to not even try. Because if I go through that, I would immediately start taking a shit ton of damage. Alright, going through the Hemi zone. Kind of look on my map here. It's like a mad dash. I do like cutscene Samus isn't stupid, so she doesn't really show, yeah, this is how it works with the invisibility. But it's better to just get the hell out.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Yo.
Hello.
Oh, I guess that way. Alright.
Alright, now Andrew never talks again.
Yeah, maybe. Alright,
How you been, buddy?
I think I hurt myself by coughing.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh no. I can tell that I sound a little rough. I blame our mirror stream for that.
That frickin' game, man. It's amazing. So weird.
There's a part of me that's just like, please end already, but there's another part that just like feels so much joy from playing it. So I guess I'm kind of caught in the middle between two opposing feelings about it right now. A streamer I follow, Larksa, was playing Phantasmagoria this morning, and it made me realize, like, oh man, I really want to play that and finish it.
Alright, I want to go. Oh my god, this is probably like my most complicated map that I have as far as like the number of back and forths I'm doing.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I got this. Ah! I bet I can read that robot later though. Oh, I want to be on the left. Damn it. Just realized. I want to be going up.
One of these
up
days
left.
I should do my Suikoden run in one
Okay.
sitting.
Oh,
That was a good time.
Do the
think you can collect? You think you can collect all the 108 heroes?
No, my goal was to beat the game in like my goal was like 5 hours, but it ended up being like 7, I think. Because there's a bug in the game where you can bribe any enemy in the game except for the final boss. So, but there's like
where am I
characters
going?
who you like storyline kill, you know, and you give them just like a whole big wad of cash, and they're like, oh, tell my son and daughter I love them, and then they just like get really weak and fall. It's like, okay, sure, I gave you a wad of cash, but whatever. Very funny.
Oh shit. Ah no. Ah, damn it.
Jihun, have you been playing any good games lately?
What's your definition of good game?
Okay, have you been playing any games lately?
Ace Attorney, still playing.
Okay.
You know, who cares if you think it's a good or bad? As long as I enjoy it, who cares? Am I right?
That's right.
I think they're good games.
No, I'm sure some of the games I play are like. We haven't got into like actual argue about if the game we play is a good game or not. But yeah, it's just some of the games I play are judged.
I mean, I regularly play Azure Lane. So,
Alright,
which goes against some of my core tenets of like media consumption, but here we are. I just like anthropomorphized military vessels and shmup gameplay and collecting characters and boosting stats.
Kind of scratch that itch, as it were.
Yeah.
Make sure you collect your friend, not waifu.
Probably be going down.
ME stands for extraplanetary multiform mobile identifiers. If not procedure,
So the Emmys are divisive for a lot of people in that, like, how like different, I guess, it is. I look at it as like an expansion of the concept of the SAX, which was the your power suit possessed by an X back in Metroid Fusion. Except there's one in every zone. Yeah, so Samus Aran X. That was the acronym that the Adam II decided to go with, and that's the saxophone.
Yeah, sax man.
and use the phantom cloak.
I'm a Scot man.
Yes, Phantom Cloak.
Messenger, do not hesitate to destroy an enemy whenever you discover more unique energy. This was not one of your
So I got sucked back into Neo too, and I've been playing a new character.
Okay.
Whatever kills your boredom, man.
Just gonna...
But yeah, I've been really enjoying Neo too. I've been playing some Smash because of Sora, and just like the idea of the game being done. Sora fits right in. It's like he's always been there. Fits like a glove, man. Good
I
character.
mean, he does wear the big ass glove.
Nice. Okay.
I'm gonna be working on getting my Animal Crossing town in order because I guess I'm playing that again. What is it, November 5th or doing a huge update?
I wasn't paying attention because, as somebody who doesn't have a game, like, it's kind of hard to keep up with what exactly is the update.
Yeah, I I want to stay like surprised with some things. Like I've only heard that like Brewster's coming back, and that they're adding a whole bunch of new furniture that includes the froggy chair.
Oh, everybody!
was
I know
like-
everybody was freaking over the froggy chair for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all I really know about it. Knowing that Brewster's coming is enough for me. That's my boy right there.
Oh, that's a character. No, I thought that was like it was a tool or
Ice,
something.
Brewster's ice cream.
Brewster is another bird. I don't think he's an owl, but he's like friends with all the owl characters that run the museum.
At least he doesn't
Yeah.
ask you if you got the. As long as he doesn't ask you if you understood him or not with a yes or no question.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So his whole thing is he runs like a coffee shop, like you know how you have your Starbucks inside the Barnes and Noble. It's kind of like that in the games that he's in.
Oh man, I missed the borders.
Ah,
Jihun Borders was like 20 years ago.
I know. I just don't know. I just don't know how borders. Like Barnes and Noble went down. Well, no, I'm sorry, other way around. I don't know how Barnes and Noble is still out there while the borders went. I kind of wonder, like, what exactly was the issue? Because they're pretty much the same. I just don't know what exactly was the trigger.
yes, more life.
I don't know. Every time I go to Barnes and Noble, I see that they have like their own special versions of like the books that they sell that have like a greatly increased MSRP. So it's like $20 for this book, really? It's got
Oh.
like a different cover, like, you know. So I mean, like they probably sell like 5 books and make rent. I don't know.
Whoa, I forgot how that guy flies.
What?
We're about to go to a new zone here.
I mean,
I can put this awful map behind me. Oh, much simpler. Alright, my future maps here are going to be a lot easier for me to parse.
honestly, aside controversy aside, I mean, I don't know if I can go back to owning a multiple hardcover book because as somebody who moved like what 5 times now,
They take up a lot of space. They're heavy and
yeah.
they get messed up when you move. Like
Yeah.
invariably, they always get screwed up.
Yes, I'll try to have an
yeah.
ebook as much as possible. So hence why Amazon is booming with that kind of stuff. That's why I was.
Yeah.
I like ebooks for some things, but I feel like some books you really want like a physical book.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I don't like where we're going with video games and music and books.
Oh yeah.
Like, where it's just like, you don't actually own anything, you own a license to use it, you know, and it costs the same amount. Like, I just don't like the idea of not having my own thing that I own.
Yeah, that's like
The
that's why-
subscription model is like that is what everything's like kind of gravitated to at this point.
I mean, this whole there was a heated debate when the PT incident.
Yeah.
We're telling
Like everybody's even though it was
Yeah.
pretty much a free game and it wasn't even an actual proper game, but everybody was having fun with it. But one day they just said pull it out of the
Not allowed to exist anymore.
yeah. So it's crazy now. Like the console with the PT were like selling. My console has a PT. Like, and the people were selling it for like what, twice the MSR actual or like price? Like what the fuck? That was just crazy. I mean, I get it. I get I guess the appeal of having digital version only, but the fact that like I cannot have access of it whenever I want is ridiculous. Like let's say I delete a game because I'm not playing anymore and I need a space. I delete it and one day like I feel like playing again, and I look up it on the store like
It's
not
just
there anymore.
yeah, it's like
Shit
delisted
happened.
and gone.
I'm like, what the fuck? I paid for it and I can't access it. It makes no sense.
Here, next power up, wide beam.
Oh, it's so wide.
At this point, our charge beam is kind of if I can just spam charge beam, that's kind of like way better than missile. If I can shoot it fast enough. Yes, got these wide beam doors now. There's like a door for every type of power up that you get in this game.
Okay, so do you have to press something?
No, it's
Something
just
to,
it's just
it's
a
automatic?
it's a part of my beam now.
Okay.
Every beam upgrade just keeps stacking.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw the charge wide beam and I was like, yes, because that was a question I was about to ask.
Oh, I can't wait until I get the power up that lets me not worry about those things. Alright. This guy. Yep. You can kind of see a preview of what power up we might be getting from that guy. But we're going to be coming back to him.
Oh, I can see.
So he go real fast.
We go real fast. We want that.
Yeah, sounds like a useful ability for a speedrun.
Yep. Come on. Oh, no. I wanted to up on that.
So, you guys were talking about playing the old Metroid and whatnot. Like, one thing I like to add is that I just cannot. And maybe I'm being a little pretentious, but I just cannot go back to the old game and play again. Like, I know Symphony of the Night is the best game out there, but I just don't think I have it in me to.
I still haven't really played that. I know I keep. It's like shocking to you that I haven't. I intend to.
Yeah, that's wild.
We're heading back to Cataris.
So I feel like going back to play Symphony of the Night versus going back to play the original Metroid is like a very different thing.
Yes.
One of those games is a lot more friendly to the player than the other.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Symphony of the Night still holds up and is a great game. And if it was released today, people would still love it.
It's been re-released on remasters. Like it's on the PS4 as a combo game, I think, with another Castlevania title.
I mean, if they actually remake it, I'll probably play it, but yeah, remaster. HD remaster? I don't know, it's not PC. Like I said, I'm being a little pretentious here, but I sound like a snob with the graphic. Oh, it doesn't have a whatever, like frame rate, and that's not. I just cannot look.
Oh god!
Look at those holes.
Open the door!
I think Castlevania Symphony of the Night is fucking beautiful. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe not like the pixel density, you know, it's still a PlayStation 1 game, but like, the animation is like as good as it gets.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of that really leaves a little bit to be desired, I guess, leaves you wanting, is like the menu.
Oh yes.
Which was just like a placeholder, and then like they never improved upon it. They just like kept the placeholder.
That menu is straight up like peak 90 design. If you ask me.
Well, it wasn't meant to be in the final product, but they didn't have time to build a new one.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Alright, taking on our next Emmy here. But the game always makes sure you remember how to use his power up before you can leave the room.
Just like that sword from the Skyward Sword.
Alright, where's this guy coming? Where are you coming from? Alright, over there.
One thing I will say about Castlevania Symphony of the Night is, to me, it doesn't really feel like there's a definitive version of the game.
Oh.
They changed the voice acting, right, in the re-release?
Oh, I'm not even referring to that. I'm referring to the fact that the Sega Saturn version has a different resolution, a different color palette, and it has bugs, but it also has fully playable Richter and Maria. Like, you have a character select screen.
Is that not present in the other re-releases? Oh, by the way, Morph Ball. So that was
this one where people.
1, 2.
This is the exact part where people ask, how does it morphle? How does Samus change it to transform into
So it's
morph?
neat. Is Morph Ball is tied to the sidestep button when we're still. That's kind of how they made it work in this game.
Huh, okay.
I can still do the traditional like tap down twice kind of thing if I want to.
Yeah. Oh, and my answer to you, Jihun, is that this is a Nintendo game, therefore they use Pokeball technology.
Yes.
She just turns into energy.
There's a little pocket universe.
Yeah.
Alien technology. Aliens.
And you can kind of see it once again the game signposting, the directions we're going in. Like,
Wait. So anyway, Symphony of Night came out on Sega first.
I don't think so. I think it came out on PlayStation first, but the Sega Saturn version came out later, but it had like extra stuff in it. But because it's a port, it's kind of buggy, like from a graphical standpoint and from a game stability and bug standpoint.
Okay.
It's kind of not as good.
Okay, I know my gaming history is kind of bad, but I didn't realize Sega Saturn was still around when the PlayStation came out. I feel like it's like next generation thing.
Oh, they were competing systems.
Damn. I thought PlayStation was competing against Dreamcast. That's what I was thinking.
No, that's PS2.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you're mixed up.
gotta know your video game lore.
Yeah. So you had the Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, and N64. That was one generation. Then you had Dreamcast, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, right? That was another generation.
It's just that I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really got into gaming until I moved to US. So I feel like
something they added to this game. You have effectively heart containers or heart pieces.
Oh no!
E-tank pieces.
Oh wow!
Disgusting.
I have a quarter of an E-tank, but it doesn't exist in my health bar for now.
So yeah, I feel like the Sega by the time PS1 was out, I feel like Sega Saturn was like gone. That was the impression I had.
All right, we made
kept going.
this. I just want to note this: we made it to the final thermal fuel redirection, and we just like messed up the whole setup by having all this heat being, I guess, sent to one location.
Okay.
So we have like a bit of an escape sequence event right now. The heat's like following me up.
And I said for it that escape sequence from Metroid Homefront.
Well, as as is a Metroid title.
I love that you can climb up a wall and just like segue into morph ball controls.
Yes.
That's neat.
What's wrong? I'm stuttering a lot.
It's okay, man.
But we're not going to have to worry about heat anymore. In our first makeover.
Ooh.
So now we're rocking the suit we started the game with, more or less.
Magical girl transformation.
I guess Samus is actually the type to lose the power every time, every game.
The best one is
she gets really annoyed by that.
Metroid Prime. She like bonked her head too hard, and she just like lost all her power-ups at the opening of the game.
You gotta be shitting me. That can't be real.
It was something like that. Like you grapple across the thing, you smack into a wall, and then boop, lost your powers.
Oh. I'm sure fans were not happy with that kind of losing going.
Alright, let's see if I can get this.
I remember really hating Metroid Prime when I first played it. Like, I did not like it.
It is the best representation of the 2D Metroid series in the 3D plane. Like, it is really good. I would suggest giving it another chance. Especially, you can get it, you can emulate it in a way that you can play with mouse and keyboard controls.
Yeah. I also hear it's fucking fantastic with VR.
Oh,
Now that I have not experienced, but I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like it was one of those games where it's like it came out. I got it. I hated it. My friends who also got it hated it. I think magazines like reviewed it kind of middlingly. Like I don't know, like 7 or 8 out of 10. You know, which is like as like controversial as you can like give a mainline Nintendo game. But like. I don't know. Like I remember people being more or less unimpressed with Metroid Prime, and then like years go by, and all of a sudden it's like everyone's favorite game, you know. And
I enjoyed it a lot on release on the GameCube.
yeah,
I own all the original versions of Prime 1, 2, and 3. But I might revisit them at some point on my computer with that mod. See how it plays mouse keyboard.
Yeah.
Probably a lot better.
yeah. A game I had a similar stance on, and like, it was came out around the same time as fucking Final Fantasy X. Like I was just like, wow, this game is incredibly disappointing, and like a lot of other people I knew who were playing games at the time also felt the same way. They were like, yeah, it's no Final Fantasy 7 or 9 or anything like that, you know. But
there's
yeah,
not a game I cannot.
I fucking love it.
How could you not?
I love my lava.
He was literally standing still.
Ah! I'm still...
Come on, Andrew.
I've only played through the game twice, alright? I'm also like trying
Come on,
to
man, get it together.
talk to you guys.
Yeah, but
That's my
can you not
those
love
are
the lava I thought?
those are my excuses. Yeah, I know. I just can't help it. I love lava.
Yeah,
I was gonna take a dip.
Talking and playing a game at the same time is like rubbing your belly and patting your head at the same time. It's hard, man.
I do better when I'm just like making fun of you playing games. Alright, so this is one of the first actually probably difficult bosses, I guess. Also, we're not going to be doing the quick kill. If we bring Morph Ball Bomb with us, we can do a quick kill on the second phase. But we'll just be fighting this guy for real. The only reference boss from a previous Metroid title.
Oh, I know this guy.
Good old Kraid.
Yeah, what's he doing here?
That's my point. That's one thing I don't like about. Well, I don't say not like, but like kind of bothered by it. Like, I feel like Metro series as a whole it seems like have a bad storytelling. But sometimes like some enemy just comes out of nowhere. Like, didn't they fucking kill this guy?
Well, there's cloning and stuff that's like canon in the Metroid series.
Yeah, that's one thing that, like, I don't know.
Like the original Ridley's been dead forever. Like, he's been cloned several times.
Yeah, like that's one thing that you cannot convince me otherwise, is you do not play these games for the story.
True.
Yeah, it's the gameplay. The gameplay is fun. The story, I mean, this game has a decent story.
The story just does its best to get you from point A to point B, you know?
That's the most important element of these games is the gameplay. This game, it definitely shines in this game. It's probably going to be weird. Like, my favorite is probably Zero Mission, but this is probably my second favorite at this point. I have a soft spot for Super Metroid. I feel like gameplay-wise, it's kind of rough around the edges these days.
Yeah, I can see that.
That just comes from age, but it's still a good game. That's why it's still like the de facto speedrun game. Right, let's see if I can do this. I'm noticing speedrunners don't even bother with this bottom piece. They just shoot Kraid from down here.
Oh,
Probably gonna die doing this. Oh, no, here we go.
Dude, this guy's new attack mechanics are like me going through puberty.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fucking die.
Disgusted.
Damn it! Messed up the counter. With my headphones on, it's really hard for these tells because there's a sound effect cue and an animation.
There you go. There's your
Yeah.
zero suit.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I was trying to tell you. You should be able to get the sound to come through your headphones.
I have no idea how to do that. I think it would be delayed.
No.
We'll figure that out next time.
Yeah. I didn't know that this is how you were streaming games until now.
You're the streaming pro between the two of us here. I can navigate Dark Souls blind. That's the biggest skill set that I have. And it's kind of limiting because it's only one game. I can't wait till I get some missile upgrades. I'm skipping those. Also, I am kind of purposely taking damage by trying to just get this go faster by attacking Raid.
One silly thing is in the original Metroid, Kraid was the same size as Samus.
Yep.
And now he's all big. He's the size of a building.
So he is in Zero Mission and Super Metroid. Ah, shit, I missed it. Alright, here we go. So if I miss that melee counter, it's a lot of damage. Ah, shit. The Kraid is just tough because he does a lot of damage. And this is way harder on hard mode than you'd expect. Because everything is double damage.
Yeah.
There's a later enemy that will be doing 3 E-tanks worth of damage per hit. Ah! Alright. I'm be concentrating here. Jesus. Once I have more power-ups, I'm going to have a little bit easier time. One in particular. When I get the next Mother Box upgrade. I'm going to leave commentary to you guys right now.
Dude, I'm just trying to...
So one nice thing about the in-game timer is it counts cutscenes.
Shut up. Fight the boss. Let you have your moment.
Alright.
It's like a GDQ in the stream, or the runner asks for silence. Letting you have it.
Fair enough. Thanks for looking out for this out. I didn't want to get hit. If I don't get hit, then he only drops missile upgrades. Alright, let's fight this the proper way. Rather than the speedrun way. Supposed to shoot his pimple until he actually shoots out his little protrusions here. Aha! Yes! Be able to get a lot more hits in if I get the melee counter in. Alright, we want to jump down. That attack that he was about to do would pretty much kill me. If he hits me, you can't avoid that attack. Just gotta jump down. Alright. Boss beaten.
Imagine how much stronger this guy would be if he could just keep his mouth shut.
Just can't help himself. And then he finally remembers that he's in lava. And he takes a nice little lava dip. Bye, Kraid.
Oh, the lava bed looks so warm.
Are you cold?
just miss a hot bath. Especially those Korean style hot sauna.
Diffusion beam. This gives my charge beam like a little bit of an explosion. So those little pimples in the walls that I can't hit, and now I can. And like I said, this game signpost, it makes sure it demonstrates that you know how to do the power up before you can kind of move on. I appreciate it.
In the Korean sauna is the one place I cannot invite anybody, because it's a good experience, but like, you know, the fact that you have, you know, you have to get naked. It's like a Japanese hot spring too. Like, how do you bring your friend? You're gonna see, you know, your friend's naked body. I'm like, this is fucking awkward.
Yeah.
We're about to come up on a developer intended skip that's like really tight. Probably gonna screw it up and die. Hopefully not. We'll see. I get a couple chances on the first part, but the second part, if I screw it up, I die. I'll explain it as we get to it.
Yeah, get good. Don't die. Kill the enemies.
I definitely want to be doing the sequence breaks though, because this will definitely keep our time in this run down a good bit.
Yeah, Jihun, to what you were saying, I feel like for me, it's just like taking a bath isn't an experience that I'd like want to share with, you know, many genres of people in my life. You know, like that's
right.
Something I'd rather just have,
Screwed it up.
you know, alone time for.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, so I have to do like a slide mid-air jump. And I do that twice here.
Oh, that's a fun little
Alright.
platformer thing.
Got it. So that lets us bypass a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh,
And
nice.
Game's kind of previewing what we're about to get there on that wall. We're getting a decent power up. This is where I would go. Like, I would go this direction, basically, to get these next two items we're going to get before fighting Kraid to get the quick kill. But like I said, it takes longer to do it, like to go after that quick kill. So I know speedrunners do it. It's a cool little cutscene. Definitely look it up on YouTube.
You have a different suit in this cutscene than you do during gameplay.
Look at me, see.
Nope.
It's the light.
Yeah, it's the light. She looks kind of greener. You'll see it when we get out of the elevator. I like her final suit upgrade. We kind of get that early, too. We're going to be getting a lot of power-ups early. Like, earlier than intended.
Yeah, because like, so...
Yeah, okay, the white stuff that's on your suit, like, looked very blue during that.
Yeah, it's the light.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
Yeah, like...
For Spider-Man now.
Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, grapple beam.
And it grapples to those spider magnet zones. Alright. This is where, when I was playing casually, I have a hard time because this is now, I use R for missile, and I do ZR for my grapple beam.
Oh, ZR, yeah.
And like, I have this crazy, like, claw grip kind of way, oh shit, that I play.
Oh yeah, like, let's say there's no COVID going on, and we are actually, both of us are like, have enough money to go to Japan, for example, and like, one of the goal location is like one of those ryokan, you know, where like you see the with the outside hot spring or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you go first, I'm gonna go after you or something, you know? It's not gonna, let's go together. Yeah, not gonna happen. Very awkward experience. Yeah, her white area becomes very blue in this elevator scene.
Yeah. Threw me off in a big way.
Just the area we're going through. I do have the physical version. Physical version has slower load times. Digital version, much faster overall. You save a couple seconds during each of these transitions.
That's weird. Like, I don't know the specifications, but you'd think that their game carts would be faster than an SD card.
Alright, we're gonna get an unknown resource here.
Ooh.
Can't do anything with that for now, but very handy that we got that for later. Our suit doesn't have the capabilities of interpreting that yet. But if you saw the icon, you may have an idea of what that power-up is. It's going to be our very last power-up for the game. Alright, I'm just going to chit-chat with us for briefly. Checking out my map. Played this game again, and like when I was kind of zooming through hard, I zoomed through all these Adam conversations. Yeah, it's a good bit of your time to your clock as you're listening to him drone on and on and on. A lot of this is just like, be careful, get Samus, you're not very strong right now, which, yeah, that's accurate. But we're going to get stronger. So keep getting more and more power-ups out of this game, don't worry.
Go even further beyond.
Yes. Alright, so we're zooming right on through enemy zone. Emmy discovered me for a split second there, which is why that door shut behind me. Oh, no, I don't want to go this way, I want to go up. Yeah, turn the lights on. I do love going through these zones that are like the power's out.
Yeah.
Alright,
Just cool things with the lighting.
Man. Here we go. Alright, power's back on. Gonna get our next power up in just a sec. So the biggest dread for me tonight is going to be something outside of the game because I'm actually covering on-call. So I'm dreading that I get called in.
I think you just jinxed it.
Midstream.
And you're gonna call
Yeah.
within 10 minutes.
Yeah, Andrew, you can't ever acknowledge things like that.
I just can't help
They
it.
happen.
That's like when I'm at like leaving work. I'm like, hopefully nothing happens tonight after what you had to deal with last night. I say to my coworker, probably. It's like stare at me, glare at me.
My last job before retirement.
Alright, we got our more full bomb. Infinite bomb jumps are nice and easy to do in this here game. Gonna snag every missile I can get that's like along the path. These little bomb, like, whatchamacallit, little things that like shoot me through. Pretty cool.
So, kind of continuing our previous conversation.
Oh, and I just want to bring attention to this guy in the background.
Oh, poor guy.
What? Wasn't he the guy you just killed, or something? No, he's disaggregated, right?
He's another dude.
Yeah. He was one of those like scorpion style guys you killed, wasn't he?
He's something different.
Oh,
okay.
I was bringing attention because he is not set dressing.
Oh.
He is for now, but not later. We want to go.
So both of you, like, if I suggested like trip to Japan, would you consider following me along, or are both of you gonna like, no, I'm good?
If I was able to do it, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, same boat here. I would like to go.
I'm very uncultured. I've only been out of the States a couple times.
Yeah, I've only been to Canada.
Okay, so I can see why Kevin is hesitant, but what about you, Andrew? Like, I thought
Just
Maybe
like
more
work,
open 'cause-
like work schedule
Oh.
and like trials and stuff that I have to go to or whatever.
Oh, that's just, well.
Like
I don't know.
that get into the way of like my schedule.
So you have to plan really far ahead then.
Yeah, it's important that I like if I have anything in mind that I provide that to the state attorney's office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Andrew has the fun distinction in his life where, like, if he takes off work, people could die.
Well, no,
That's heavy, yo. That's heavy.
that's not quite.
Yeah.
All right.
That reminds me, Andrew, is your workplace also facing some exodus because of the vaccine mandate?
We're in Florida, so no.
Oh, that's true.
Florida don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Dude, I was looking at, like, COVID map, and, like, dude, Florida's just, like, fucking black on that map I was looking at.
Biggest one
Yeah, it's,
ever.
we're not doing so well.
Yeah.
But I'm vaccinated, so I'm good. I encourage everybody I can to do it, but their choice.
Which is kind of crazy because according to some news, like right now the number one leading cause of death for police officers is COVID.
Yep.
Kind of crazy.
That it is. Oh, all those guys. Give me some. Sweet. Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get, like, too dark about it on stream, but, you know, please get vaccinated.
Yeah, if you haven't, consider it. It's a good idea.
Yeah. I have a family crisis going on currently related to this. So, not immediate family, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. If you're not vaccinated, don't chat on our stream because you're gonna get us infected.
Oh, might be
Not that
nice.
gonna hurt.
Alright.
Anyway, yeah. So Kevin, work harder, get more subs, so you can get some money for travel.
Okay, you going to Japan sometime soon?
I do wish I'd go there once, you know, like, because
Yeah.
as an anime fan, I feel like I should go there at least once, you know.
Alright, we got our second
Yeah.
mother box power up, and this is probably the best power up in the game. I'm using it a shit ton and getting myself hurt in the process because I'm a dumbass.
Nice.
The
Oh, it's got, like, splash damage?
You'll see. The third mother box we're skipping because it's basically X-ray visor and we don't care.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah, if we can't look at ourselves with X-ray visor, what's the point?
I know, right?
You can do that in Prime. You can see your skeleton.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Yeah, the X-ray visor, from what I've seen, it's only for people who's doing the 100%, right?
Yeah, I have not done 100% in this game. I think there's an unlock for doing it. I haven't seen that because I haven't done it. So
Like
this
ending
flash
those-
stuff lets me like zoom around the map. Screwed it up. And the recharge timer on it is like super generous. You can kind of do multiple zooms in a row. Obviously, you can't do underwater yet.
Well,
Oh,
that's fucked up.
Once I get the next power up, too, I can.
Oh.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah, like, my main thing I'd like to do in Japan is, one, I want to go to, is it Nara that has, like, the cherry blossom park with all the deer in it?
right. That's the tier.
Yeah. That place always looks really nice. I'd like to hang out with all those nice deer.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And I would like to go to Japanese arcade.
Which is closed.
Yeah, I like to go to I like to go to video game stores and check out the real Japan in person deals.
Oh yeah. So I don't know how things are going in Akihabara because like a lot of things have changed since the COVID.
Yeah.
The most saddest one is I guess that there's an infamous Sega arcade, but that place got shut down.
Yeah.
People actually line up for the final day of it.
Yeah, I guess whenever we would all go together, hypothetically, that it would just be very contingent on what's left after COVID.
Freaking paradigm shift, global paradigm shift, this freaking thing. The next power up we're going to be getting is going to also have me like screwing shit up a bunch.
Fuck yeah.
Look forward to that crap. Leave me alone, speed booster ready. Oh no, I didn't want to go this way. Ah, damn it! Ah, missed the tells.
Oh.
It's okay. Everything's everything's just fine. I wanted to go to lower path. So the Emmys is like another reason why it's like probably divisive, especially for speedrunners, is that they're like what they do and stuff is actually kind of random. So like you can kind of just jump into an area and then there they are right in your face. All right, Mother Brain.
Yeah, one thing about Nintendo is like they're very hostile to like anybody playing their games like in any kind of competitive way, be it speedrunning or like fighting game tournaments or anything like that. Like they're always extremely hostile towards that.
Nintendo as a whole, shit, that's sometimes they're worse than Apple sometimes.
Yeah.
Good copyrights and
they're just very litigious.
Yeah, they're actually. When I look at their, whenever I hear news regarding the issue, like Nintendo is one of the worst on to handle that.
Yeah, this guy's got speed booster, so he's really freaking fast. Hopefully I can get on here.
Yeah, at some point I can't tell if Nintendo should care about this thing.
Alright, now it's time for me to mess up lots of tricks. Because speed booster has been expanded in this game, where you can maintain speed boost while doing wall jumps, and while doing slides, while like jumping in and out of morph ball. You can do like diagonal shine spark kind of craziness. You're gonna get nuts. There's a couple spots where it's actually very important that I don't screw it up. One in particular that I'm probably gonna screw up a bunch. Alright, so I actually have to like hit down left click to activate it. Oops.
Down and left stick?
Oof, alright.
Like L3 or whatever?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That activates it. Like I don't need to hold it down the entire time just to activate it.
Oh, okay, at least that's good, yeah.
And then like normal, you hit down to charge Shine Spark, and then you can just hit jump button to activate it.
Oh yeah, there was a trick like jumping really high. Look at that one.
Alright, down in this zone. Oh, we're about to get a lot of story.
Oh boy.
What I like is that outside of Adam, there is no other English dialogue. We'll see that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can Samus speak whatever language is coming up?
We'll see. We kind of have a... She kind of echoes Doom Guy a lot in this game, so... Not really any talking. Which I like.
Do you speak English? God, why can't you speak English?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Okay, although- That's what the tour says when they go to the non-English country for some reason. I don't see the logic behind it.
Very entitled people.
Like seriously, you go to some. Oh God! Don't get me started. Actually.
Yeah, let's just not go down this road right now.
When we get this next boss fight.
Oh man, I love these fucking Egyptian hieroglyphics.
They were also in Zero Mission for the Chozo.
Maybe Egyptians were enslaved by the Chozo a long time ago.
What's that? Emmy just broke the wall, you jerk.
That wall had a historical value. That wall belonged in the museum.
Now, if you're bringing up Metroids like in the canon are genetically created, like they're artificial life forms created by the Chozo.
I thought that was a natural created.
Nope.
Huh.
They were created by the Chozo. We'll get a good bit of lore on the Metroid in this game, actually, even though they're all dead.
So basically, Samus is cleaning up Chozo's mistake.
I love the names of the Chozos.
White Room. Raven Beak.
I'm assuming they're inspired by the Native American as well. Naming sense.
Oh, not sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to assume that I understand enough about it to...
What's neat is some of these little screen grabs we see in this game, you see in Chozo Memories in the Samus Returns titles, which was also designed by the same company behind this game. And there was no understanding of what these meant. Now they're showing you here, and you kind of get an idea of what that meant here.
But where does Other M play in all this?
I guess it's right after Super Metroid, but also no, it doesn't.
Didn't the main people behind that game kind of go on record and say yeah, we don't get what the big deal is, we love this game, we're very proud of it, and it's canon.
Is
Wasn't
this terrible characterization?
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly the poor writing about how we need to have a strong woman character, but that is not the way to do it.
About getting authorized to do things.
From what I've heard, the Samus that exists in Other M is not a strong female lead.
No, she's not. Well, I'd say the characterization of Samus in this game is great.
Yeah.
The way she emotes and cutscenes and the like.
Mm-hmm.
Also like that we have the Meridia theme right now from Super Metroid. And as it was playing in the background. Alright,
Yeah,
so,
I've got the game muted because listening to myself talk
Yep.
while I talk is not a skill I've picked up.
this game's kind of putting everything in perspective. Kind of, they've already said that this game kind of bookends the Metroid saga, as it were. And we'll see what that fully means when we get to the end of the game. But
Okay.
the Metroids are all dead. And we got these last couple of Chozo left here, too. So we find out why we get a game over when the enemy get to us. Also, in case you're worried, this is like the only lore dump in the entire game. We're not going to have any cutscene like this at all after this. Kind of give it to y'all right here in the center. Also, here's your voice acting. The spoilers, that's the only dialogue from Samus in the whole game. And it's not even in English. But it's solid, it's just like, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. Oh no! Jerk face.
Oh no.
Alright, let's see if I can pull this off. A little tricky. Nope, you didn't. You got in the way. I want to show this trick off. Good.
Andrew just be like, oh no.
BAM!
Anyway.
You can charge up speed boosters, and there's a couple boss fights that are actually going to be very weak to speed boost.
Oh, dang.
Or Shine Spark, I should say. Oh, thanks for opening the door, Quiet Robe.
I mean, I thought the talking he was doing, he wasn't that quiet.
I know. Very loud robe. Alright, I don't want to screw this up.
Alright.
Ah!
That's,
Instantly screwed it up.
eh.
Good job.
No! Let's kill those guys. I am not very good at this. This is a very tricky Shine Spark puzzle. No!
Speedrun ruined. You have to start from beginning.
Yeah, no. That's why I don't speedrun. This is a speedy run. Just having fun. Damn it. So what I gotta do here is like a bunch of very precise wall jumps while maintaining my speed booster. And not climb into the damn thing. Come on, Samus. I really want this because the missile packs in this game are different than what you remember from Classic. You get +2 or +10.
Ah.
This is a +10.
I believe in you.
Ah, damn it. I didn't angle it. That was a Shine Spark in ball, morph ball form.
My spark sounds like some
Okay.
animation attack name.
No! Angled Shine Spark game. Come on. I've done this. Also, as I've been doing this, I've kind of figured out how to do this consistently. Except for the... There we go. It looks badass when you do it, though.
Whoa.
The Shine Spark animation in this game is so good.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Good shit.
Yeah,
It
it's,
is angled.
I kind of had to almost go completely right on my control stick for that to angle correctly. Not to blame my controller, I blame me. Alright, so he opened up a door. We're going to be making our way to that door. There's an area we passed by earlier. He made everything go up a little bit. I also turned off the Emmy. So I appreciate that. We don't have to worry about Emmy right now. Though, as you'd expect, that shit ain't gonna last.
When are the Emmys going to be replaced by, like, Oscar or Tony?
So I saw that coming somewhere. I just don't know when.
One day.
Our profile friend has explained why you now know why the enemy are pursuing you. Samus Aran, Raven.
Alright, so everything here was an elaborate trap.
I have confirmed that
We were lured here, obviously, by Raven D because he wants our Metroid DNA.
now be able to reach the surface on
It's a trap.
the quiet road opens is
Yep,
surrender.
we're heading that way. Not gonna save, because whatever. Sure, that won't bite me. Oh, there's our friend again.
They make it sound like that thing's gonna come alive and attack you or something.
Oh yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. Very much shades of Nightmare from Metroid Fusion. And I'll leave it at that.
Nice.
I mean, when I see a guy in the background, it's not like I'm scared of him. It's just like, oh, poor guy.
He's just getting zapped forever.
Yeah.
Alright, it's going to be not long after this next segment. We're going to be doing some more sequence breaking. And there's going to be some unintended sequence break. The very next thing I'm going to be doing is actually going to be that. And I'll explain it when I get to it. It's actually a recently learned trick, I think, from just this last weekend. So it's already been like getting incorporated into speedruns. The trick before that was to use that crazy maneuver I was talking about before, where you have to like do like a dash and then like jump and have your beam go through the wall. But I just suck at that, so I'm glad that that's not like a thing anymore. And there's an absolutely insane trick that you can do here with Speed Booster that I'm not going to even try to do, where you can like just jump onto this wall mid-morph ball, still going super fast through here. Like jump off this wall, keep going, and just like you just do this entire room in Speed Booster mode. And that's what the speedrunners are doing at this point. Like speedruns of this game within a week. Like it's only been like a week and a half or something, right? Since the game got released. It's already at the point that like the speedruns of this game are already insanely skill intensive. It's pretty cool. I hate these laser guys. Alright, so this trick is actually not that hard to do. I say that and I'm probably going to screw it up forever. Hopefully not. So it's like right by this recharge station. What you want to do is you want to get Samus rubbing up against the wall, duck down, move to the right. Oh, wait, I want to... Alright, hold... Yeah. Hold charge. Do that. Pause. And then what I want to do is hold L and ZL and then move my cursor to the like bottom left and then release. And if I do it right, Samus will actually like kind of shoot through the wall a bit and hit that little booger. Not for me to be here for a while. on me.
I believe in you.
I'll get it eventually.
How much time does this save?
A lot. I skip an entire boss.
Oh, okay.
This is how you skip Spore Spawn. Or the equivalent of Spore Spawn in this game. I gotta be like really precise with my joystick. Alright, I hit it once. I gotta hit it one more time. There we go. Got it.
Hey!
Get out of my way. I want to Spider-Man up.
Ah.
No! Jerk. Get out of my way. Ah. This is the best Spider-Man sequence in the game.
Man, I do want to play a Spider-Man, but I guess I have to wait until I get myself a PS5 for the whole.
Oh,
experience.
the new Spider-Man.
No, not only that, it's just that the old one has that Miles Morales version, right? For PS5.
Yes.
I mean, apparently every Sony exclusive game is coming to PC except for Bloodborne anyway.
Well,
My blood Bajorn.
to be technically fair on that matter, wasn't Sony PlayStation 4 basically made for Bloodborne, like, or vice versa? Like, weren't they actually literally talking with each other? Like,
Look, man, if it was made specifically for Bloodborne, I would hope it ran better.
oh damn.
Sorry. It's 30 FPS and still has regular drops, doesn't it?
Oh, don't want to go that way. Oh, Bloodborne?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
So I can manage
anyway,
this.
although yeah, I definitely highly recommend God of War. Oh, cannot recommend it enough. I mean,
Bam!
personally, it's my personal favorite. I don't know about you guys, but I had a fun with it.
I haven't played it, but I've heard that there's a button you can press to say at any moment,
Oh,
which excites me.
looking forward to the
kinda
PC
does, yeah.
release.
It's like press X to Jason.
Oh, that's good.
Because there's at some point you command your boy to shoot the arrow.
Command your boy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Shoot the arrow.
I
Oh my god.
boy.
I went totally the wrong way. Let's go this way. There we go.
Boy.
Oh, I can't wait to
Man, that's
get
super
better
close.
missiles.
The supercut was beautiful. Like somebody made a supercut of every time credits say boy. Damn.
Yeah.
There's our Emmy in the background just kind of chilling out. I appreciate. Literally chilling out.
Ah.
Oh, gotta talk to our pal.
Sam is more approaching his first.
Oh yeah, this whole game we kind of got like stuck, like really far down in this planet, and kind of trying to make our way back up to the top.
Deactivated, but Raven Beat still desires the Metroid DNA within you. You are no match for them. You are no match.
God, he's just putting us down so hard here. Come on, man.
Covered many of your combat abilities.
We'll get more powerful. Don't worry. Kick Raven Beak's
Why
ass.
did Raven Beat spare you during that encounter? Something.
Very dismissive of us.
Well, wasn't Adam like a total piece of shit
Yeah, kind of.
in Other M?
Was he he was being one of those supportive, but I'm your commander, so I could act like one kind of character.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot to mention. I didn't get a chance to mention earlier, but yeah, they were making same as one of the. I'm a strong woman, but I'm traumatized and vulnerable, kind of thing. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. Also, super missile. Alright. Our power just jumped up a shit ton. And I like that it's just straight up upgrade to our missiles from this point forward. They're just way better. And it demonstrates it by having that enemy right there, which is a little tricky. And then, of course, Super Missile Door. Because every power-up in this game has a door.
Naturally.
I guess that's only frustrating for the first time. Like, what's the thing to open this door? Damn it!
Well, once you once you get the power up, it's gonna show up like that. So I get super missile cover, and like I mentioned before, I can highlight it. Now I've reached the last.
Okay.
I've reached the last one of this zone.
Yeah, I like that so much.
Like I saw that in a tooltip, and I was like, "Holy crap!" It's so handy. Like every time I got a new power up, I immediately checked my map to see. And just kind of use that to kind of figure out how to navigate through. Alright, go into a little area here. This is the only map we're going to visit one time. Every other area we're kind of like double backing over multiple times. It's one of the genre's key features. Just kind of going back through and figuring out like new pathways based on the power-ups you get. But you don't really get keys per se, which I appreciate. It's like actually a power-up. So what we're about to do is going to have a profound change for the rest of the game state.
Okay.
One thing I do like about the fact that the in-game time counts cutscenes, like if you're trying to like speedrun, when you reach a cutscene, you're like, okay, well, brief breather here.
Oh yeah.
As the game just plays, and your in-game time isn't going to change if you're going by in-game time for your speedrun.
And yeah, that's one thing I find stressful about speedrun is that you have to, even if you are not perfect about it, you have to go. So that can be stressful. I can. So.
So weird that like all these places are designed for you to need to. I always love the idea of like people navigating through these areas that you go through like naturally. It's like you need morph ball to get through, or like bombs or something. It's like how the hell do any of these people make their way to like I don't know, get their coffee or whatever? They gotta go through all these weird ass doors and have all these strange power ups, and they're like. Ah. Alright, we got X.
Perfect.
They're going to work mechanically to how they did back in Fusion, so we can absorb them and get, they act as like missile or health packs, effectively.
Okay.
They can also be jerks, and if you don't kill them right away, they'll transform into another enemy.
Oh wow.
Oh, missile door. That means power up. Plasma beam. And of course, those like weird, like electrical green covers on doors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's plasma beam door. All right.
How could I have it now?
So now our beams have also been powered up a shit ton. Oh, and when we get a door like this, we know boss fight. Ah, damn it.
Flame on.
There we go. Alright, you were talking about Mega Man boss fights before.
Can't wait. Oh, we're fighting a Chozo. Hell yeah. Or statue, I guess.
Nah, he's a Chozo.
Okay.
He said that all of Ravenbeak's Chozo warriors have been infected by X, so they've been basically quarantined to this zone that we've been in. All the X have been. I got pretty good at these guys. I don't get hit anymore.
Ooh.
Oh, spoke too soon. Got hit. These are the guys that can hit really hard in hard mode.
Yeah, this is very Mega Man boss.
Oh wait, no. Definitely want to get this. Every E-tank.
Oh, there was another thing about not the Symphony of Night, but like I tried to play the Castlevania X. I don't know where the number is.
Oh, the Rondo of Blood kind of thing for
Yeah.
Super
Oh yeah,
Nintendo.
that is the one. Yeah, that is.
All right, so
Yeah.
we've unleashed the X, as it were.
Yeah. That one is okay, but it's not great.
That was my first Castlevania experience.
Okay.
So there was a downloadable. There was when PSP pirating was so easy,
Yeah.
and I got one. Oh, it's available for PSP. I never played Castlevania before. I'll play it. Oh my god, I could not play it because I did not know that Castlevania you can only walk. There's no dash to evade or anything. I was so used to the modern gaming of that time. I was like, I cannot dash to dodge. What the fuck? Like you're stuck on the walking animation speed. I was like, alright, I'm not playing this again.
So now every enemy in the game has been affected by X.
Do I need to add some Castlevania games to the list to play next year?
Maybe so.
Up to you.
I have a running list of games I want to play. I guess after Pathologic, because I have stuff like the Phantasy Star series.
Oh, damn.
Castlevania now.
Oh, Quiet Road.
No, you have to kill Quiet Rogue.
Oh, another thing introduced in Fusion is that when the X infect a host, they actually kind of gain like the knowledge and like the thoughts of their host.
Oh, and it's like a hive mind, I guess.
Like, yeah, sort of. They are kind of like a hive mind. After a certain point in like Fusion, they start freezing themselves because they know that you're weak to ice. So you have to start like avoiding the X.
No.
Oh, gotta do this. Oh, immediately screwed me up. So it's like good timing that we just got all these power-ups to help us in combat, because all the enemies are going to be a lot harder.
So I have a friend who's been really interested in this game, but he can't really deal with much like common horror stuff, and I guess like this game takes like a very like horrific concept of like a alien race that is a hive mind and can take control over you, and gain like knowledge for itself and gain abilities for itself. All that stuff, like it's very scary. It's like a Zerg or Phyrexian situation, right? But I feel like the presentation of the game so far is not like it doesn't allow it to be all that terrifying.
No, I mean,
Because you're very far away from it. Like everything just feels so small and detached.
All right.
yeah.
This is. I need to concentrate.
Alright.
This is a glitch.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I want to
You do the thing.
Okay, now I want to do this. Oh, okay. I'll explain it after I manage to do it because it's very precise. It's letting me manipulate water physics. Got it. All right. So the idea there is when you morph ball and like you're underwater, you morph ball bomb and you untransform before you touch the ground. You retain the physics underwater as though you were underwater. So if I jump up, morph ball bomb, lay a bomb, unmorph, jump back up, morph again. When I hit the bomb, I actually get the same effect that I would when I'm doing like infinite bomb jumping, where I can just keep going up forever. So there you go. Oops.
Oh my.
It's okay. Once I've made it up here, it's not as bad. Also, once I kill this enemy. Oh my god. Dude, screw me. Fuck. I'm also supposed to have different power-ups at this point.
Oh. You're supposed to absorb the axe.
I'm getting shit early. Specifically, I'm getting this ME upgrade early, and then everything after this, I'm getting like out of order. So that's something I'm suspecting. I hope they don't patch it like that, because that is a unintended feature, similar to me shooting through the wall earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were talking about your friend about how like scared of horror, I'm like, are you serious? This ain't horror.
Yeah. So, like, you know, I feel like this game is good for him.
The
I
Dread.
can't believe Cannot believe you're. I mean, I don't like horror too, but I cannot believe he's scared of the whole high mind thing.
No, it's I think his main issue is with gore. He can't handle gore or like heavy tension.
Okay.
Oh, I messed this up. Alright. There's a way of getting up there quickly. I think I need to just... Oh, yeah, I remember what I needed to do. Whatever. I needed to charge a Shine Spark to get up here quick. It's okay. Cost me a whole 10 seconds.
Like I said, Shine Spark sound like there was a magical girl attack.
I
Yeah,
shocked...
it sounds like a magical girl thing, or it also sounds like something Sonic would do.
I suppose so. Alright, pathing on this area ahead is pretty precise. So we get a next power up. He had an ice beam attack, yes. But
Yes.
our Metroid DNA makes us incompatible with ice beam, so ice missiles. He had the same thing with fusion. Ice beam is gone from the series. But now our missiles freeze targets. And that's going to open a type of door too.
Wait, was it Metroid that was weak to ice, or was it Parasite X that was weak to?
Parasite X is weak to Metroid.
Because
Something some people might not know. When you freeze an enemy, if you do a melee, it insta kills them.
Oh damn.
That's really fun.
Makes sense, because then they shatter.
I think there was a status effect in Final Fantasy IX where you should freeze your enemy. Freeze the enemy and then you hit them at like instant kill, I think.
There's a freeze status?
Yeah.
In Final Fantasy IX, you have freeze and heat.
Yes.
Why don't I remember this?
Because it was stupid status, that's why. You never see it again.
Yeah, there's a couple enemies that do it, and you can learn to do it, sort of.
That's
Freeze, if you get hit, you die instantly. And
Yep.
heat, if you take an action, you instantly die. And there's
Yeah.
there's a couple bosses that you can actually inflict with heat status, which is funny.
And the skill to fight against is called a body tank.
Body temp. All right, spin boost. We get a double jump.
Nice.
Okay, I do remember there being body temp, but like, I guess like, I never use it.
It's one of, as far as I know, like it's one of the status effects that only, in my memory, it only appeared in Final Fantasy IX and never came again.
It is a 14 also, if we're counting that, so.
Alright, so that's actually, I think, developer intended what I just did there. Kind of shine spark over through that, get to this teleporter. We're about to be,
Working as intended.
we're going to be getting a makeover very shortly. But I'm going to be contending with what is, for me, the most difficult shine spark trick in the game. All intended. Like, we're on intended route at this point. Like, well, intended to get the power-ups these ways, but we're kind of doing things out of order. I like that the game is okay with us doing all of this.
Well, the game is just data, Andrew.
Yeah. Like that there's no like sanity check stuff that's going to freak out.
Say it again to my face. You can say it to my VR girlfriend.
Alright, we only need one more E-Tank piece. Alright, I hate this spark, it is so tight.
Oh, so how tight?
Chicken, shut up about your e-girl. No one cares.
That's right, she's just a data. That's why you don't care. That's discrimination.
Ah, damn it.
I really want. What?
Ah. So I need to maintain shine spark through like several rooms.
Oof.
And I have a hard time maintaining it here.
Disgusted.
Yeah.
When you can do this in one shot, it looks very impressive.
I really do wonder, like, if we just joke about it, but I really do wonder, like, if some people actually become delusional with the e-girls and like, she's real to me and all that kind of stuff.
The answer is yes. There are people out there. Any question that like has to deal with like, oh, I wonder if somebody is like this. The answer is there are literally billions of people on Earth. The answer is yes.
Oh.
I love all these little baby X that you see here.
It's like, oh, aren't they cute?
Except that it can kill you.
Everything in this world can kill me. Very hostile
Even
planet.
a rabbit. Even a rabbit.
Even the rabbits of this.
Like a ReZero.
Oh God. Wait, he hasn't seen that.
I haven't seen.
He hasn't?
I haven't seen season 2. I keep intending.
Oh,
to
I
do
thought
it.
you did. My bad.
Here we go. All right. So water physics is a thing of the past here, and I like the final suit upgrade that we get. Bloop.
How much delay was that? Because I'm about to. Okay, now I see that you're getting a suit upgrade.
I said boop the moment I touched it.
Magical girl transformation.
Amos is now Gravity's Amos.
Oh,
Gravity.
aside from like your like core area, like your torso, like you have a very like Unit 2 thing going on. Anytime I see like main purple, sub green, I'm like, it's Unit 2.
Unit 2 from what?
Ava.
Hey, but dude.
Oh, but Unit 2 is Reddit, isn't it?
The X have spread across the entire planet.
What?
Assume all living organisms
You're talking about
by now
one that Shinji
might bear
Pilot?
another problem
Yeah, isn't that 2?
No, that's one.
under
Oh fuck!
I cannot
Oscar
What?
controls.
Yeah, Unit
Yeah,
0
Oscar
is blue and
Blue
orange,
or
right?
orange.
Yeah, blue or orange, and then Unit 1 is purple, Unit 2 is red.
Fuck! I thought they were reversed.
Nope.
I thought Asuka was first.
Sure showed your knowledge of that series. You should.
Mhm.
You gotta watch the next rebuild now to make up for that.
Exactly.
All right, so he's mentioning they. So the X have actually frozen the planet. Like they've. We went to that area that was like generating heat, and they've disabled it. So we actually have the environments have changed now too. As we navigate our way back to there. So that's kind of our
That's kind of messed up of them.
next mission. Yeah, but unfortunately for them, we just got gravity suit. That's kind of it's funny. That's the trigger. Gravity suit made us. We're now resistant to ice, but we can still be frozen. I don't think there's any enemies that we have to worry about getting frozen anymore because we have ice missile. We took care of the enemy that has ice missiles. I actually don't know what the intended order is anymore in this game. This is just the order that I'm going in, and there's still other ways you can navigate through this game. It's
I
great.
think that's the thing of a Metrovania game is that there's quote unquote there's no proper order, right?
No, there
So
is. The game signposts what you need to do next.
Uh,
But even then, it's still possible to go out of order. Alright, so the game's teasing us there, showing us that thing, and then we go over here and... Oh, nope, there's the power-up, but can't get it yet. Very rude. Rude game. Now, the game super kind of directs us right now because doors that we really can't navigate through are frozen shut.
oh yeah. It's amazing how the goddamn miso cannot break the ice. What a logic.
So these guys, as we encounter them, are going to keep getting new gear and new abilities for us to contend with. It's like this guy had a shield, and his, I think at this point, his X form also gets a new ability too.
Oh wow.
Yep, he does. I honestly find it when he has this ability a lot easier because he gives me a lot more opportunities to shoot missiles at him.
Holy shit, that's a lot out of it. Wow.
We also killed him a lot quicker because we have super missile power up now.
Don't ink me, bro.
I was gonna say that's just like a lot of puke compared to like body mass.
I know. He's generating a lot more than his body. Well, okay, quick random question.
What's up?
If somebody approaches you regarding a job and he calls you, and
Hello.
some kind of job recruiter, and he calls you bro, do you get suspicious of that guy?
Not necessarily.
Immediately, yes, because of how many times I've applied to jobs that ask for a code ninja or a design bro or something like that.
Okay. Cause so this job recruiter guy, my buddy actually got a job through him, but and this is the first time I'm talking to a job recruiter, and I was expecting some professional conversation, like, hi, my name is this and this, like, I'm job recruiter, and how are you doing? And then, so what I'm gonna, something like that, but like, no, the call goes like, hey, how's it going, bro? Yeah, I'm about to introduce this job, and yeah, your other buddy, yeah, he got it, yeah, I got, and he likes it, he got a promotion, yeah, that's good, right? Are you gonna like it too, Ben? Like, what? If my buddy didn't introduce this dude, I would be like, what the fuck is scam or something? I would hung up already.
Yeah, like it sounds like he's trying to be overly comfortable to manipulate you in some way. That's how I choose to read that.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like some people are just like that though. So.
Cause I feel like I don't know. Job recruiter should be still professional, but he was like not a lick of professionalism in my opinion. I'm like, shit. Like I said, if I didn't know about that person before, I'd be like Yeah, this camera. Off my phone, please, or something. But my buddy did get a job from it.
Oh,
So.
oh, this way.
Yeah, any stranger who approached me and said bro for the first time, that's like, yeah, that's like, okay, who are you, stranger? Get away from me.
I did that. Even the doors that are supposed to activate only if I'm invisible aren't even operational anymore. Everything's frozen over.
Hell's frozen over, man.
Oops. Ah.
This is why they made a movie called Snowpiercer.
I haven't seen it.
That movie's weird.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
I mean, that movie is based on a comic book. So maybe it made sense in the comic book form, but I guess it didn't in a movie form.
That's the movie where they just go through a train forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The train has its own ecosystem and a class.
Very strange movie. Alright, we're coming up on what's for a lot of people one of the most difficult bosses. I think it's alright. But we're coming out of missing 2 power-ups. I'm supposed to have space jump and seeker missiles when I fight this guy. I have neither.
Oh, I was about to ask, what's your lock-on mechanism?
So we'll be able to manage. We'll manage. It's not too bad. But he has a quick kill, and I really don't want to screw it up. It's pretty awesome.
I will be quiet for you.
And we're not fighting him just yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, because like always, when you're coming up on,
Yeah, you get one of those doors, I guess. Yeah.
It gives you a nice heal.
Look out for the tentacle door.
Oh, not this way. I'm trying to talk to you, Adam.
Talking to Adam is essential.
You have to at certain doors.
Oh,
Yeah, he locks the door on you.
oh, don't leave me. You gotta listen.
Alright, 68 health. Not the nicest. Alright, I'm taking my headphones off a little bit so I can hear the game. We'll figure out that next time, Kevin. You'll be more of a proper streamer. This boss is pretty awesome, though. Also, I was making mentions of signposting a boss earlier with comparing him to Nightmare. That guy that was getting experimented on. So I think his name is like Experiment Z57 or something. The boss name.
Hey, it's that dude.
Missed the melee. Okay.
Okay, this
Fuck!
part of the fight makes me think of the yellow devil from Mega Man.
Messed it up.
You know what? You know what this may remind me of? Remind me of Flappy Bird.
Yep, this is the Flappy Bird segment. I'm probably gonna die. You can probably tell what I was trying to do there. Ah, shit. Damn it. I miscount the number of jumps. You can speed boost at that segment, and he is highly vulnerable to it.
Man, one of the jump requires you to like precise jumping. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I always get hit by that. I don't know how to dodge that. You gotta be very precise, as you noted. Oops. So he takes off more than one E-tank worth of damage per hit. Oh. Ah, shit. I really want to get this cat. Oh, okay. So he's actually healing right now. Okay. Oh, whew. Alright,
You did it.
there we go. I only died once to him. I would say that the only other boss that I might die to is going to be the final boss. At this point, because we fought this guy, like I said, way early. We're supposed to have 2 more power-ups right now. Also, the jerk in Fusion, when they turn into that Core X form you just saw there, if you break the Core X, you can get a power-up. But the jerk just jumped in the lava, so we actually don't get a power-up.
I guess they know about that too.
Yeah, they ain't giving us shit.
I like an enemy that's able to metagame you like that. That's funny.
Alright, we want to go all the way. I also keep forgetting that I have double jump. Also, like my immunity to fire, I can just jump through these without taking damage now.
Yeah, this is making me want to play Fusion sometime. Like,
Fusion's really good.
I've never really played it.
Highly recommend it. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Alright, we're getting a power-up that's going to make another boss give us the option to quick kill them. And we're also coming up, we're getting close to the end. There's not that many power-ups and stuff we need to do left. So this is going to kind of be just like a power-up back to back to back for the next little bit to reach the end. So I think I estimated hopefully at 3 hours, which I think we're going to just meet. Between me dying and talking to every atom that we encounter. Every atom room. So we're back over here where the game was like super memeing on us in this room. It was all frozen. and it knocked us down. But now that it's unfrozen, we can easily, with the power-ups we've been snagging, head over here. Screw attack.
Yes.
So
Oh,
we're
that's a
gonna
website I haven't heard for
be
long.
screwing up enemies something fierce here. So screw attack, of course, lets us hit screw attack blocks. That's the type of door that we're hitting with that.
Of course.
Wait, that's not the name of the website?
No.
Nah, I know that website. They cut their name from this game. Screw attack.
Good jokes, Jihun.
Good job. Alright, I got.
No,
I
just
think
one-
this next maneuver is the last tricky maneuver. If I mess it up, I can infinite bomb jump.
Oh god, infinite.
Infinite bomb jump's pretty easy timing wise in this game.
No, just so yeah, Kevin. I was just trying to see if I actually knew part of the website.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Man, that website, even though it was small, but they had their passion. But shame what happened.
Oh, damn it, Adam. Alright.
Didn't they kind of run the Angry Video Game Nerd or whatever?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like through them originally?
Yes.
That's all I really know them for.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm totally ready for Ravenbeak, dude. Stop selling me short. Come on.
Yeah.
Alright, there's a couple more power-ups left. And of course, like I said, the best one's saved for last. Ah! Fuck.
Look, man. What? I'm not. That's
Ah!
not what I'm.
Damn it!
Adam's not. What?
I fell down.
Wow, you fell down big time.
I've never even done this before. Alright. It's okay.
And be like, I'm not saying that I'm not saying you cannot win him, but you kind of have the Chojo to beat him. You know, he is the strongest Chojo warrior. You know.
That's what they've been building him up as. And he is strong. As I mentioned, he is the strongest boss in the game.
Oh, he's strong? Well, how much can he bench?
Ah, fuck. Alright, whatever.
He doesn't bench. He deadlift.
Damn it! Ah! Alright, so that maneuver, I suck at it. You need to, like, hold the Shine Spark, screw attack. Oh, come on, doors. Hold the Shine Spark, screw attack, and, like, get all the way up through this thing. No, 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 no. Alright. I'm just gonna infinite bomb jump this, because I'm better at that. They have these enemies here to kind of screw me up, but it should be okay. Damn it. Oh man, I'm getting tilted. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
Oh. Wait, wasn't Jihun like just talking?
Oh, oh.
Did he do that to himself?
Oh, did he mute himself?
Yeah, he went to AFK.
Oh. I'm so sorry, Jihun. My terrible play here. Ah.
He might have gotten a phone call or something.
That last one keeps hitting me. What's great is right after this we're getting Space Jump. All my skipping around has been like I could have had Space Jump a while ago, but we kind of did stuff out of sequence so that we go to this like next area all in one, get all the stuff in one go. Oh fuck! I forgot that those are screw attack blocks. Okay. And speaking of screw attack, so we've been fighting this enemy we're about to encounter multiple times throughout this game, but now that we got the screw attack, he's actually vulnerable to screw attack.
Same to each.
We are taking a little bit of damage when we bump into him, but it's worth it for the trade-off because now we only have to deal with one of them. I'm just gonna screw attack him to death too. On hard, I was only able to like have enough health to like really screw attack kill one, because the health, me doing what I'm doing right there, will not work on hard. Just because of the double damage. Alright, we're only going through like 3 more maps and then we're reaching the end. So how you feeling so far? I know we've been in this for a little bit longer than I intended.
Yeah.
Should have expected that.
That's cool, man.
It's like I'm getting flashbacks of my Majora's Mask frickin' run.
Well, for what it's worth, I did expect that you would go a little long.
Oh, damn it, I didn't know about this, but my computer was asleep and I guess Discord recognized me as a not speaking for some reason.
Yeah, I noticed that, which was weird because like you just started, you were just talking, and then all of a sudden we're AFK. I thought you did that to yourself. Like I thought maybe you got like a phone call or something.
I guess I gotta make sure that my computer stays on.
I was already. Ah! No, you jerk! Ah! Freaking. What an asshole. But to say, this is like one of the last Shine Spark bits that I have to do.
It was not the tentacle's fault, it was you. It was something at the time.
Alright, speaking of Shine Sparks, this boss is fun if I can do this right. Oh, shit. Oh. I keep setting myself up for failure by, like, pre-saying anything.
Yeah. I get that it's like, you know, like the whole, like, it's what you do in streams and stuff, you know, but, like, man, you're really just setting yourself up to be.
Got him for one of them. This guy's kind of showing what our next power-up's going to be, and it's another original power-up to this game.
The Monster A evolved into Monster B.
Yeah, he's doing the X thing. He like, you killed him, but then he kept changing forms. Core X. Cross bomb. This has a neat functionality where we like lay a bunch of bombs and then like they can propel us. So now I can hold R while I'm doing my bomb thing. This power up does not have any doors associated with it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. This lets me zoom through these crumble blocks because it propels me forward. Alright, is this our first time to Hanubia? Yep. Alright. We're making our way through here, dropping down, coming back, and that's it. So we only have like 3 more map transitions. There's going to be some cool stuff coming up. I love the end bit of this game. And I'm super psyched to see what happens next in this series. They've got me. I'm back in. I'm interested in seeing where the series goes next.
Isn't this almost like
It's-
timeline-wise? Isn't this at the end?
So it's after Fusion. It is the latest game in the series. Fusion was the one prior to this that was latest in the series. Oh, Adam, damn it. Come on, let's speed running.
You're ruining my speed run, Adam.
Alright, yeah, we finally made it to the surface.
There is still a problem. Exploring the planet will eliminate the X-parasites, but Raven Beach is unlikely to survive by. Raven Beach's search for Metroid DNA poses a threat to the galaxy. You will never give up.
Yep.
I am searching for his location. Return to me.
Return here later. Yep, that'll be the last time we pretty much chat with Adam here. When we come back. Updated. Ha. No! Like, this game is kind of demonstrating the usefulness of cross-bomb. All these little spots where I can kind of cross-bomb, hit this enemy from afar. It would otherwise like suck me in.
Yeah, it doesn't have any doors associated with it, but also it still kind of does.
Optional stuff. I don't know if this is probably optional. I'm sure if speedrunners can figure it out, like, definitely feels optional. Maybe open this for later. Oh, and these guys only died of 2 screw attacks. Oh, I forgot. Oh, this is going to be a complicated freaking map. I'm looking at my map here. Okay. Actually, no, this ain't that bad. Go for here. Go. Alright, this guy's like a crazy long. Like he has extreme range on his scanner there. No, we want to go.
I've been getting the most like violent yawns this stream. I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's carrying my mic, but it's like me just like all of a sudden.
It's okay.
You know how to feel about it. How I feel when it comes to you're watching your stream.
Yikes.
Nah, it's just late. Well, like, my thing is, like, I think my medicine causes it.
Oh, I thought there was no effect from your medicine.
I get some stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. Nothing that, like, affects me too greatly, but, like, right after I take it, I think I just get, like...
Alright, this is not a well-liked boss, and we're gonna mess him up.
Yeah, I get, like, a small wave of drowsiness, and, like, I think it makes me yawn a bit for, like, a couple hours after I take it. Which is why I take it at night.
What's your sleep schedule like now, honestly?
I don't have one. I sleep when I'm tired.
I got, oh, not super missile, storm missile.
Is it the lock on multiple times?
So you hold down R, and as you're holding it down, you can like target multiple things, and you can target the same target multiple times. And it's actually kind of like overall the highest DPS in the game if you can pull it off. Thing is, they kind of have to wait. It's kind of tricky. There's very few opportunities to really do it. When you can do it, it's really good. So you can tell that one part on Experiment, where he's like trying to heal, I could have targeted like all of his arms. Really messed him up. Oh, you jerk. Alright, the pathway is up here. I do love the animation for it. Yep. Screw attack screws him up pretty good. I can kind of like have iframes through certain aspects of my screw attack as well. Right, there's a way of getting past a room up ahead really quickly. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off. I'll try. Oh, wrong way.
You got this.
Oh wait, no, that is the right way. This game has like required pathway that's like you have to destroy a block in the way. Alright, finally got space jump. There's only 2 more power-ups left.
I prefer Space Jam.
Got the space jam.
Well, then you should watch.
Alright. If you're quick enough, you can get back through that door.
The only thing I really know about Space Jam 2 is apparently the fucking druids from Clockwork Orange are in it.
Ah. Also, like, I think they tried to do some meme or some pop culture reference to, you know, with the current generation, but like, oh, it was cringe. Basically,
I'm
how
guessing
you,
it landed pretty flatly, yeah.
it's basically a whole movie about how you doing, fellow kids.
Yeah.
Where is it from?
Fellow kids.
Oh, that is a movie called Ghost World, I think. It was Thora Birch and I want to say Scarlett Johansson. Let me double check.
That is not the title I was expecting.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson, Steve Buscemi. Yep. Yeah, I saw that movie when I was in college. Actually, maybe high school.
Ghost World was not the title that I was expecting.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I recommend it.
Well, this next sequence we're going to be getting. Also, the secret missile, the storm missile isn't super great on the brain. That's like, you can sometimes, depending on the enemy and the size of the enemy, you can kind of get multiple shots in. Doesn't really work with this shot. Or I'm just messing it up. Man, I'm just gonna like tank every hit, whatever.
Yes. You're playing it like I played Silent Hill.
Alright, I'm taking my headphones off a little bit for this next segment. I like the other Emmy fight sequences. This one's like really tricky as far as like how I'm navigating my way through. I have him use like every power up I've like found. This is where you kind of want to situate yourself for this. I think speedrunners do it on the area just below here. This gives me a lot more leeway. And I'm curious that this has gotten so late, because in Super Metroid, it's actually one of your like earliest upgrades, as far as I remember, or you can get it early. Got Wave Beam. I was mentioning before, like the pseudo wave beam you can do by having your shots like go through geometry or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So now my shots just naturally go through geometry. Also, there's wave beam doors. That's the purple door. Because, like I've said, pretty much every power-up has a door. Alright, coming up on the last map transition.
It is famous in the Super Smash had a wave.
Does she?
Oh, this one.
Does this like go through the whole map?
Or is this special tool? I don't recall this. Even if there was, I wasn't a, you know, I knew nothing was famous, so I don't know. It goes in here.
She's weird to play, I remember, in Super Smash. At least her normal form.
Yeah, I never play as normal Samus. But Zero Suit Samus I consider to be like one of my mains. She's really good, really fast.
Okay.
Sonic is faster.
Okay. Some of our last little bit of story beats here.
Yeah, Sonic is actually a very defensive character because he uses very quick wall run or a quick walk speed to just like keep walking back out of hits and like poking.
Yeah, it's been like spying us. Spying on us the whole game. The creeper. Alright, made it to the last Emmy. Something you may have remembered from the previous Metroid games. Metroid's latched onto you and they absorb your powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suck at moves. Storm missile shit. Good. The game kind of previewed what our final power up here is from what the Emmy did to us.
Mm-hmm.
I love the sound effect of power bombs, dude. They're always so good in every game they're in. There's another one you like hold down R to charge up, then drop a bomb.
I didn't know that that's what the Amy was using. Couldn't tell.
Wait, no, I gotta be here. Power bomb insta kills like every enemy in the game almost.
God, I hate the YouTubers. Or the internet culture in general, I guess. As you know, the Squid Game came out. The
I've been meaning to
Netflix.
watch it.
So, YouTube, I was the one guy was like, theory of this, theory of that, or how to survive Squid Game. Come on, God. Yeah, that's a unique idea that you got there, buddy. Just like every like 100 videos that has something similar. Jesus.
Just gotta make some hashtag content.
Yeah.
Time to go to the final boss's lair. On it, Adam. Oh.
Fulfill your destiny.
Well, the reason why I got the power bomb upgrade earlier is like I'm gonna need to do like 3 in a row at a certain point. It's just kind of handy to have 3.
And then what's the sadder thing is like it's a simple green light, red light. So some people are referring as a squid game. Like it has a name called green light, red light. Now you're just
Oh,
saying a
there we
Squid
go.
Game? Like, come on.
Final
I
Mega
don't
Man
know
fight.
anything about it. Like, I'm not able to participate in a conversation about it.
Oh god, that's a total for the gold now.
Gold
Look at
now.
all the gold.
Oh, I messed that up.
Oh,
damn it.
I missed the American.
You gotta, as you can probably tell what I was trying to do there, you gotta actually grapple beat his shield off the thing.
Oh, shit, I missed my...
Oops. Oh, no. Oh gosh.
Come on, Andrew, I know you can do better than this.
I had a hard time with that my first time through, damn it.
Why are you playing like a newbie? God damn.
So sorry. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there.
Already, you were saying like you could beat this enemies without getting hit because it's
I can.
predictable, but nah, what the hell happened?
Streamer curse.
Whenever I like say something like that, I just set myself up for failure. So. Okay.
So I keep saying, visual novels only.
Got it. Screw your shield, jerk.
Oh, you know what? Danganronpa is very hard visual novel game. If that's the case.
I still need to play a Danganronpa. I haven't played any of them. One day.
Like honestly, so I can probably explain that. Explain the game mechanic better than the game can. Because I swear to God, the game mechanic like it gives you a little brief description of how to play the game. And you're like, what the fuck does this mean? And even all the streamer, YouTuber, all the people who play the game had the same reaction.
Oh, so it's like Trails in the Sky. Remember that?
That's what I like our final elevator sequence.
Dude, fucking Trails in the Sky trying to explain its game mechanics to me. I was just like, what is this?
Oh, that's Bolivia.
Alright.
Final boss time?
Final boss time. Final cutscene.
Yes.
I think we've been cursed with every stream we've been doing the past couple weeks have been at least 3 hours and no more. I noticed we're about to we're hitting 3 hours right
It turned out Mirrors is just like way longer than we thought it was going to be. And the thing is like last Mirrors stream, like it didn't really feel like anything happened. Like it kind of just felt like we were spinning our wheels in the mud last Mirrors stream. But I'm still really enjoying it. The game is very unhinged.
Yes, that's putting it mild. Also, the ancient meme lives again. How does Metroid roll?
Oh. Okay, so Samus is now an enemy of the state.
Yeah. Also, I've been kind of not really being or I don't want to hint at it, but Adam always calls us lady, and Adam the entire game has been calling us Samus Aran.
Ah.
At no point in this game have we been talking to Adam. I love Samus's response to
that. Very Doom guy.
Okay, so this was the only part where Adam was a fake, right?
The only time we talked to Adam was at the very beginning of the game on our spaceship.
Oh.
So I'm taking my headphones off a little bit. This entire battle is very long.
Yeah, and then there's me, who just does not know and does not care about the Metroid storyline. And it's just like, huh, this is, something.
Oops, I could have meleeed that.
See, how I had it figured was like, okay, Adam is like this AI. Like, I was thinking maybe the X stuff could, like, take that over and then, like, be, like, extremely knowledgeable about, like, all kinds of stuff. And kind of direct you, a very powerful warrior, like, what to do next. You could be manipulated that way.
So they don't actually, it has to be organic, what they possess.
Okay.
So there's still robotic enemies in this game, and the same thing was the case in Fusion.
Oh, are you actually?
So they're the enemy of all organics in the galaxy, basically. So he has like invincibility during this first phase after a certain point. So I can only damage him during these counter sequences, really, after a certain point.
We're actually doing firing right now.
Yes, when I'm in the cutscenes, I'm actually attacking. That is me clicking buttons. If I do nothing, Samus just doesn't do shit.
Oh, I see.
Now, space jump is technically optional. I did not need to get space jump, but I do not want to even think about fighting this boss without space jump.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Mostly for this phase 2.
Oh, Finn says hello.
Oh.
Well, I guess actually he says meow. But, you know.
Oops. Now, the only thing about this phase 2, you can't get any health back right now. Like, I can get health back from counters and other shit in earlier phase, but not in this phase, so you gotta be really careful about taking hits. Not as big a deal on normal. This guy takes, like, multiple E-tanks off of you for every single hit on hard mode. So I don't really rescind my earlier opinion about this game being very hard. It is still hard, but now that I actually kind of know what I'm doing, you know, I'm knocking this game out in about 3 hours-ish. Ain't too shabby. Alright, phase 3 time. He's got frickin' Shine Spark shit now, too. Also, screw your son.
Yeah, how, like just earlier how Adam in the beginning referred same as Adam, same as Aaron as same as one of the fake Adam was referring her as Lady or something like that.
Yes, it.
I mean, that's a hint saying like there's a game.
Yeah, if you have knowledge of the previous games, especially at the opening when he does refer to her as Lady, and then he starts referring to you as Samus Aran, and also keeps talking about Ravenbeak as such a badass. There's no way you can take on Ravenbeak. Is so hilarious.
I just love a game. I just love it when the story does that. Where like, it's not something you know unless you're actually paying attention, and then when you actually, that kind of detail gets revealed later. Like,
Yeah, my first time through this game, I was completely unspoiled. Like, that was pretty funny when I got to that point at the end of the game. I'm like, oh right, I didn't pick up on it.
yeah, and then when you realize, oh shit, I'm dumbass. I could have realized it sooner.
I do like how the whole time he's just like, Ravenbeak is so powerful, he's so cool, he's so strong.
You stand no chance against him. It's funny now in hindsight. So I hope you're ready for this. There was in fact one more fashion update.
Fucking Metroid form.
Yep. Metroid suit. Also, Crate comes out to play one final time.
Oh, of course.
I do actually control that, but it's basically a cutscene.
I assume it's just like a button mash segment.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, it can't be a Metroid game without one final bit.
Ah, of course. I was wondering when this would show up.
Yeah. Apparently the Hyper Beam has been found out to do maximum damage. It's similar to our power bombs. Hyper Beam one-shots all enemies.
yeah, so a thing that was probably explained in the story that I didn't pick up on, but why was Ravenbeak calling her daughter?
She shares Chozo DNA and the like she's kind of like a super soldier almost kind of thing. Like she was infused with Chozo DNA when she was adopted by the Chozo, and the implication is that his DNA was a part of that.
Okay. So she's part human, part Chozo, part Metroid.
Yes, Samus has got an interesting DNA situation, I guess.
Been taking too many vaccines. And I have the moment, of course, where it's like, oh yeah, people actually believe this. Oh, I'm sad now.
Yep. Alright, so this is all wordless, but I mentioned that X kind of like can take on the characteristics of their host. And they noted that this dude is capable of controlling Metroids. So we get one final power up. Freaking Samus Aran Planet Buster Extraordinaire. How many planets has she exploded at this point in the series? So that's my interpretation of that. There actually is no epilogue, so a lot of people are like, don't know how to interpret that final bit with, of course, what everybody calls QRX for Quiet Probe X. Jesus. But, he only had one line of dialogue after he became an X, and that was that I'm counting on you, and he activated the Emmy.
Yeah.
So at that point in the game, like you're supposed to interpret that, oh, he's betrayed us now that he's become an X. But I like to interpret that, and I see a lot of other people interpret that. By turning on the Emmys, we can now get their power-ups and actually take on Ravenbeak at the end. So if we hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to do that. And of course, in the final cutscene, he kind of wordlessly bows to us and combines, giving us the power to control our Metroid form. So whatever next game happens next, where the title Metroid now actually means Samus Aran, hopefully, I don't know, she like bonks her head, I guess loses her Metroid form at the beginning of the game, because otherwise the game would be too easy. So what'd you think?
It is a game I would very much like to play.
Yes, I don't know if I did a very good job of playing the game. As always, I can figure out where to go for the most part. I'm always good at that in these games.
I will say this isn't the type of game that I would like to drop $60 on, and that's kind of my problem.
It'll drop to 40. I don't know if it'll go below 40.
Yeah.
Maybe 30 used on like a GameFly sale at some point. Those kind of come up from time to time. I'll just let the credits roll here. Is Jihun still around, or did he just like bounce? Alright, I guess that answers that. I really enjoy the Metroid games. Story's entertaining for what it is. There's actually like an official manga that like I guess kind of goes over her actual origin story thing. Like that's canon, especially thanks to Other M. Which, wahaha. The only thing I like about Other M is that the true final boss of the game is Phantoon from Super Metroid. He's a ghost. So that implies that he's, I guess, just going to be haunting her for the rest of the series. So we might see Phantoon again.
Okay.
Just a space ghost coming for her.
Coast to coast.
Yep. But like, I don't know what do they do next. Like, there's like pretty much no more Chozo. Metroids are gone. Samus is the last Metroid. Not in captivity. She's out on the loose. The score in this game is good. Mechanically, it's good. Like I said, it's kind of tricky. Uses all the buttons. I've almost exclusively played it with my Pro Controller. I don't even want to think about playing it in portable mode with the tinier buttons.
Well, okay. I have the Hori Split Pad Pro, which
Yes.
is basically a controller. So
Yeah, you actually have the big, nice, meaty buttons on the side.
yeah, it's good shit.
All I have is satisfied grip, so I can kind of hold the the console better.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let the credits roll and then see our final score. So tomorrow, finishing up Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, finishing up, I guess.
I think we can finish it up.
Okay,
Ah.
should we?
Like I
Oh, hey! Wait, he is here.
oh hello.
I want to be quiet during the cutscene now.
Oh, cutscenes are done. There's no more cutscenes. So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
Regarding.
The game. You came in and saw most of it.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, like we did say, you don't expect story from the Metroid, but so it was like action heavy.
Yeah.
Other stuff,
Yeah.
like,
Gameplay's good. I highly recommend playing this game.
Yeah, this is the kind of game where I would get more out of playing it than watching it, for sure.
yeah.
Not the case for something like Mirrors, where I think we all get more or less the same amount out of it.
2 hours and 40 minutes. What you get?
It's a main game time. So I got the Super Metroid picture. You just get little art for time
Nice.
unlocks. The quickest time unlock is oh, I was actually pretty close to my hard mode. 24% items. So I have a gallery. Do I have all the gallery? I think is there one for... Well, I got all the ending arts. I think there's one more art for... Oh, I got this as the final one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
There's the final art. You're getting all the other art in the game.
It's a shame that you cannot use them as like your background to your Nintendo Switch or anything, or download these pictures.
I mean, I can screen capture these and have them in my my thingy.
Yeah, you thingy.
I'm gonna do that.
This proves that NFS doesn't work.
There you go. So there you go. That is Metroid Dread, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for riding along with me as I called this a speedy run, and sort of accomplished that, I guess. If I didn't die so much, it would have been a little bit speedier, but I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you took about an extra hour on top of your in-game time.
No, like 40 minutes.
Your time was 2:24. The stream has been going for 3:20.
Oh, okay, yes.
So it was like 56 minutes.
Alright, a little over. We're good. We're good. Alright, so I'm bad at closing this off, so that's it.
See you in hell.
Ta-ta.
Why?